to see you, Andrew.
Good to see you, Johnny. Welcome to the Cavalry, everybody. This is the show where we back each other up. We never describe the show
That's
anymore.
right. This is the show about nothing.
No, they already did that.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah.
Whoops. How you doing?
I'm doing great, man. I'm doing great. Feeling good. I went to this is a little humbling. I went to an open mic last night, and I went with my
Oh,
brother-in-law.
yeah.
My brother-in-law is in school, and so he had a project where he had to like film. He's like learning editing and video and stuff. So he had a project where he had to do like do a whole video of B-roll, just be like tell a narrative with just B-roll, I guess. Do you know what
Yep.
B-roll is? I hate to use industry terms on you.
I do, but you can explain it.
Well, it's just like the background of stuff. Anyway, so he's like, let's take the transit, let's go and we'll take the train. We'll do the open mic. I can film like the crowd and the bar and the comics and he does
Yeah.
stand up too. So I was like, okay, that sounds fun. And
Is
then
this the brother-in-law? Was he in a promo of ours 4 years ago that lived with you?
yes, yeah, he was living
Okay.
with us during the beginning of COVID.
Yes.
And so uh anyway, so it was like one of those ones. I'd never been to this one, and like nobody knows I'm not around this mic, so they don't know me and I don't know them. So I'm just
Yeah.
signing up, very happy to just wait my turn. But it's like then you start to remember all the open mic politics bullshit that you don't have to deal with anymore because you've been doing comedy for 20 years and it
Yeah.
changed a little bit. So you're like, wait a minute, I signed up before that guy. And then you're like getting all pissed off again. And God damn it.
Yeah.
Like they're all friends. He's putting his friends up in front of us. But
Yeah.
then somebody must have told him, I don't know, because he said, oh, and we have some royalty in the house. And I was like, oh my God,
Yeah.
because you're about to go up and bomb. Some
Yeah.
royalty in the house. This guy's been on late night. Oh my God. And he makes like a big deal. You're like, shut the fuck up. And then this girl goes on and she's like, she's the one who said it first, actually, before the host said the royalty thing. And she goes, this guy, he's like, this guy. First, she said I look like heterosexual Billy Eichner. It's like I guess I kind of do. I look like Billy Eichner? I think that's a compliment. He's like a
Who's that
handsome
again? I
guy.
know that name. Who is that?
The Billy on the street guy.
Oh, yeah.
He's
Okay.
like, here's a
I
dollar.
don't know. I never thought that, but I couldn't kind of see it,
Yeah.
I guess.
No one laughed, so
I mean, you
there you
kind of
go.
look like a gay Billy Eichner, actually.
Yeah, I think I look like a gayer Billy Eichner. uh, way more gay Billy Eichner. But he then then she goes, this is the part that like stung him a little bit. She goes, I think it's cool that you're here doing an open mic, but it's also kind of scary that you could do that you would get on because she thought like I had to do this. Like she thought like that's like scary because she was probably imagining like if you do like stand up on television, you don't have to come and do open mics anymore.
Oh,
So it was
so
scary
she's
to
saying
her.
like scary for you. Oh, it's scary
No, it's
for
scary for
you.
her because it's like I could achieve my dreams
Oh,
and still be here.
yeah. Oh, I believe the word you were looking for, ma'am, is depressing, not
Yes,
scary.
depressing. Yeah, scary, depressing. And then of
Uh,
course I went up and bombed and but we got that B-roll.
Hey, you got B-roll,
But
B-roll
sat
of
through
you
the
bombing.
whole mic. When was the last time you watched an entire open mic? Because there was no back room. It was like a bar. So I watched the
Yeah.
entire thing.
I mean, I've done it at the Comedy on State from time to time, just because I
You
feel I don't
watched
know.
the whole
I
thing?
still feel I always did that. Like even when I was like starting out, I just felt like you got a good spot. I was like, well, I don't want to be an asshole and leave. And it is always stay. I mean, I do
Wow.
leave, now more, but
You're a
sometimes
better
I do
man.
stay because I feel like that.
You're a better man than me. Because at Helium, they have a nice back bar, of course, like a separate room. So it's like
Yeah.
I'll do my I might watch like 10 minutes just to like put in a for show,
Yeah.
but that one like I feel less bad if they have a crowd. They don't need me in there, you know. The Helium
Yeah.
one,
Yeah.
like they
Yeah.
have a crowd, so it's like, what does it
Yeah.
matter if I'm in there?
Yeah.
Anyway,
Yeah.
yeah,
Welcome
uh,
back to the beginning. Starting over.
yeah. And then so the other humbling. This is the other thing. I did a show in Eugene, Oregon, which is where the University of Oregon is, and so it's very hippie city. And
Yeah.
I did this afterward. She was a comic or like a local comic, and she came to see the show, which was cool. And she had like she had like white girl dreadlocks and stuff, very very hippie, and came up
Yeah.
to me afterward and she goes, "No, that was great." And then she said, "Normally I don't like white guys, or I don't like straight men. I don't like straight white men, but that was good." And I was like, "This is great. I finally get that story. I finally get to, because there's so many female comedians who have that happen to them where they go, crowd members will come up to you after show and say, normally I don't like women comedians, but you were great. It's like now
Yeah.
I know what it feels like. And can I tell you something?
Yeah.
It feels good. Quit complaining, ladies, because it's like you achieved, it's kind of a humble brag to even tell people that. Cause like not only was I funny, I took someone who's like prejudiced against me and still got him to like me.
Yeah. I won them over
So
against their preconceived notions.
I don't want to hear it from female comedians anymore when they have that story. It's like, no, you're just bragging that you won over the chauvinist guy.
Yeah.
See?
The old humble
The
brag.
old humble brag.
Yeah.
How was
I've
your
had
weekend?
I what I like to do when I had there was a comic that would say it would like humble brag. He'd be like, "Oh, Johnny, you ever like like you ever get a like a standing ovation and you don't know like it's kind of uncomfortable. You don't know what to
Right.
do." And so I'll just be like, "No, I've
No,
never gotten one just to
never
make them feel uncomfortable."
never been a problem for me.
Yeah. Yeah. What's it like?
You ever get a standing ovation, don't know what to do? What do you mean you don't know what to do? You just start pissing your pants. Oh, what do I do?
I'm uncomfortable.
Stand there, idiot.
Yeah, stand
Bask in the
there.
glory.
Soak it in.
Just start running around in circles and drool. Like, it's not hard. You
Yeah.
were up there for an hour.
Yeah, just start doing your act again. That's what they're asking for.
That's
Just
what they
start
want.
over.
They want you to start from the beginning.
Yeah. Oh man. Ooh,
Yeah. So there you go. How was your weekend? Big guy?
my weekend.
Do people ever call
What's
you big
that?
guy? You're so tall. Do they ever go, "Hey, big guy"?
Yeah, yes, they do.
And
They
you don't
do.
like it.
But
I can read your
no, I
face.
do like it. It's usually because my zipper's down and I have an appendage hanging out.
Hey,
That's what
big
I call
guy.
it.
That's the
Hey,
first
big
thing.
guy.
That's the first thing they
Yeah.
say. They're not even like commenting that your dick's out. Like, "Whoa, big guy."
Whoa, hey, what's up, big hairy guy? That's what they're usually like. Oh.
Uh,
Hey, I have a question. So you were talking
sure.
about okay, so go to the open mic and you bombed because are you just doing like new stuff that you haven't tried or
No, I did my best tight five. And the thing,
they
no,
just
yeah, I did
fucking
new stuff.
hated me?
I did new stuff, but stuff I would have hoped, it wasn't like I went up like with nothing. These were
Yeah,
things I thought would be funny, but also, again, not to, this is going to sound like capitulation, but it's the end of a 28 person mic where most of the crowd is comedians, and anyone who was an audience had left by that point. So you're playing
yes,
maybe 8 to 10 tired comics who's seen the whole show. It's a bad.
yeah,
There was a point in the show where it was good. There's like maybe in the 1 to 10, 15 range, But after the normal people all left, it's like it felt like one of the LA ones, where you're like
Yeah.
really, and then you go, I waited all, and I spent like $50 because you're like,
Yeah.
we took the max there. So I was like, I'm not taking the max home. It's 10 o'clock at night. Like I just want to go home. So we Ubered home. I had to eat and get a couple drinks.
Yeah. Yeah.
So it's
That's a
the
full,
open
that's an
mic scene is
expensive
tough.
night. Yeah.
But what were you asking? Why were you
Uh,
saying that?
but I was asking because like I was just I was earlier today I was watching the beginning. Just sometimes I watch comedy specials just to see how it begins. And I was watching Mike Birbiglia's, it's called like Good One, a show about jokes. And it's like, oh, I just did my A Man in His Pool special. So what does a comedian do after he does a special? He's got to start over. It's so scary. And Seth Meyers like explaining, oh yeah. And it's just like, what do you talk like?
I never
Just
got that.
shut up. You're doing a special.
I know.
I'm watching you on Netflix do what
Yeah.
comics do,
It's
like
not
this
scary.
isn't
It's
hard and
not
it doesn't suck for you if you have a camera crew following you documenting
let me tell you what's
your
scary.
journey.
What's scary is going to a funny bone doing the same hour you've been doing for like 25 years. That's scary because you might blow your brains out in the condo bathtub. You
Yeah.
know, that's scary. With writing a new joke when you know your crowd is receptive to it, that's
Yeah.
not scary. There's nothing scary about it. Like I remember Seinfeld's big thing, like the comedian documentary. Like I feel like it
Yeah.
misled a whole generation of comics who was like, oh my God, he threw away his whole old act and started over. Like that's what everybody does.
Yeah. That's what you're supposed to do.
Or I guess you could say you keep some of it and write some new stuff and keep, but then what's the difference? It's just semantics. Like if you're
Yeah.
rich, you don't have to go out on the road for a while and you can start from 2 minutes and build up to 10 to 20 to till you're on the road again. But
Yeah.
it's just like if you have to go on the road to survive, yeah, you're gonna keep your old stuff till you turn it over. It's not scary.
Yeah.
It's not scary to bomb after you've been around for a while. Like, what's scary about it? It kind of
Oh, I
reminds me
know.
that
I
I'm
won't.
alive.
Yeah. Yeah. It's
It,
funny like that. Yeah, that is like the big fear. And now like that when I did that military show, I was just
yeah,
like, oh yeah, this feeling.
yeah.
Oh yeah. I'm just kind of stewing in it. It's kind of like,
It's
oh, this is
it's amusing. It amuses me to bomb a little bit.
yeah.
Just as it's happening, you're like, oh, this is uncomfortable for everybody. That's kind of funny.
Yeah.
They're
Oh
having
yeah,
a
I'm
bad
not
time.
panicking.
Yeah.
I would panic if I was like on television and this was happening, but I'm at a private gig that, yeah.
I have this. I posted this joke today, and it's funny now when I'm trying to post videos again, like caption stand up, and it's funny now you have to post them on like 9 different places, like Instagram,
TikTok,
TikTok,
Instagram.
and Reddit. I'm trying to put stuff on Reddit and
You doing
YouTube
on stand-up
Shorts.
shots?
No, just the stand up. Not I can't do
Okay.
those picture ones anymore.
Yeah.
And so I'm putting it everywhere. And it's funny, each site has received it differently. Like
Oh,
it's done great on TikTok and it got a bunch of comments all positive. Reddit,
yep.
same. But then Instagram it just kind of laid there because I think it was flagged for being political because it's about like this Black Rifle coffee and then I make turn it into like an abortion joke basically. But then
Yeah.
uh so it just kind of sat there, couple comments but not nothing. And then on YouTube it just found a completely different vein and
Yeah.
every every comment is negative and there's a lot. It's like not even that many views but just like probably 25. This isn't funny, you're a liberal cuck, you should have been aborted, all this stuff. And it's just
Wow.
but it's like there was a time where I was like I should take that down, oh my God, this is embarrassing. It just makes me laugh. It's like, isn't that funny? Like on one
Yeah.
platform, it just found some audience that loves it, and then on the other one, they all want to kill me.
On YouTube, it has more negative comments than it has views.
Yeah, I honestly think that might be that might be accurate.
Wow.
But yeah, so it's just funny how this comedy so
Yeah.
and also like deep down when you're I know that if I did a show and all these mean commenters were just at the show, I would get them. Like they're
Yeah.
watching
Oh,
1
yeah, yeah,
minute
yeah.
of a joke they don't like because they've been conditioned not to like things for certain reasons. But if they were in the
Yep.
room, I would totally get them,
Yeah.
and they would be buying merch from me afterward.
Yeah, they'd probably
That's
suck
the
your
funny.
dick in the back
Yes,
of
you'd
your
suck
car
my
after
dick if you
that.
were.
These
Just get really
haters.
cocky.
I'd have them licking my ass
Yeah.
crack before they knew what was going on.
I wish I could have this confidence about anything else in my life, but that I have
Uh,
confidence in. Like if I had to, and they were just at a comedy club, like yeah, they would be laughing the whole time. It'd be easy.
yeah.
So I don't know what
Yeah.
Mike
How you
Birbiglia
ever
is
get
talking about.
you what?
I don't know what Mike Birbiglia is talking about. I
Yeah.
think guys do that. It's like it's similar to when you have a contractor over and they look at the project and they go, "Whoa, I don't know how anybody could ever build this chicken coop. This looks impossible, but I guess I'll give it a shot." And then they just build it. And like it seemed like you could
Right.
have done that the whole time, but they're trying to set the bar like they're God, like only
Achieving
they.
more than they are.
Yeah, so I think that's
Yeah.
what you're doing when you do that, right? Like man, I threw away all my jokes and now I have to start over.
But it's like the whole point of a special is like this is the,
You're filming it,
this is the final thing. You're getting the finished honed product and
right?
you're selling me the journey
Right.
of
That's a
the
great point.
shit. That's cheating.
It's not like the first night after he taped the special. It wasn't like you
I mean,
went and saw him the next day and then he
but
was
that's what
like,
it starts out as. It
right.
starts out with him like doing some show. I mean, I've literally watched 5 minutes, but it's
Mm.
like, talking about the journey. It's just like you said, yeah. Once these people are going to and it's at a theater. It's at a theater.
Yeah.
He's doing a theater. He's like, I don't have an act. I don't.
Right.
There's no arc. I hope you don't have expectations. It's like,
Yeah, you
how
guys,
much
what
do
do you
you
care?
seriously pay to see that?
You only paid $85 to get in here. What are you expecting?
Yeah. And we
That
talked about that when people are naming their tours, the working it out
yeah,
tour.
yeah.
Uh, yeah, that's been the name of my tour for a while now.
Yeah, I know. We're still working it out.
Call it that.
What if that's so funny, like you would never Hemingway never did that with like his next book. It's not like he wrote, you know, War and Peace or whatever. I don't even know if that's not Hemingway. What's what's For Whom the Bell
I don't
Tolls?
know.
I literally can't name a book. But it's not like then the next one he's like, I had to throw away the whole last book. I couldn't use any chapters from that one and had to start completely fresh. So don't judge these first few chapters, okay? This is
Yeah.
like a whole new book.
Yeah, they published every draft of it so you can see the journey.
Right. I told the editor, hang on to all these ones that aren't good because we're going to show those so that people appreciate the pages that are good.
Yeah.
Do you? I heard Dave Attell say on a podcast he was on. He referenced that we're in a comedy boom, and I've been thinking about that ever since he said it. And I was like, well, in what sense? Because it's not like the boom from the '80s and '90s where comedy clubs could just open their doors and sell out, every weekend. That's not happening. I don't think with anonymous headliners.
Yeah.
They're not paying hosts $1,500 and flying them out, for a weekend because it's just comedy is so popular. But I guess what they mean is like it's a boom in the sense that it's so popular on phones and these podcasts, not ours, but podcasts, comedy podcasts, it just seems like there's no end to the appetite for like famous comedians. Like they can't put out these specials fast enough, and Netflix will pay any amount of money as long as you're a
Yeah.
famous comic, you know. And then
Yeah, or is it or is it like that everyone like yeah, with it on screens, like everyone knows what comedy is. Everyone,
right,
a lot of people sees comedy and like, before like my brother when he was in college, he was like, he knew what it was, but he'd never even thought of the idea of going to a comedy club until someone dragged him to one. He was like, yeah, I always knew what it was, but like I didn't realize, oh, that's a thing you can do. Like
yeah,
comedy used to be like, oh, axe throwing. Yeah, I know people axe throw, but I don't never
right,
done it. And now it's just so in your face on your phone everywhere.
yeah. So I'm just like trying to like contextualize like what that boom, like what it is, and like when it's over, what will that look like? Will you just not be able to get many people to watch your social media of stand up, or like I don't know. But it doesn't seem
Yeah,
like I'm
yeah.
riding the wave of the book. That's all I'm saying. It's like I think I'm like still grinding away in like the old fashioned way, you know?
Yeah.
Like I
Yeah,
know
me too.
there's no bubble I'm worried about bursting. I don't know about you, but I'm like, what bubble's gonna burst, you know?
Yeah, that's the thing. When it does burst,
I think I'll be
you and
happy.
I, we will be weathered and prepared.
Yeah, we're like doomsday preppers. They're just hoping for society to collapse. So you have to go back to the only way you survive is who's the best at like managing a distracted casino audience, and you're like,
Right?
it's my time to shine.
Yeah, here I go.
I've been here all along in the dark,
Yeah.
but I don't know. Who
Yeah.
knows? You know?
Who knows? Oh, this I know it's by the time this airs, it'll already have happened, but you excited for your Midwest run?
Well, I
That's
got
that's this weekend, right?
that's this week. All
Dare I
right,
ask how ticket sales are?
you should not ask. No, I mean, the Kansas City show looks good. Omaha, all the other three look light, to be honest with you. So, we just
When is
gotta hope.
Kansas City?
What's that?
When is Kansas City?
That's
Thursday?
that's Friday,
When's Omaha?
Thursday,
Saturday? Oh, okay.
and then Lincoln on Saturday, Wichita on Sunday. So those three are all
Oh,
light. I mean, like, there's a chance. Everyone says the same thing. We're like, oh yeah, people don't buy tickets till they're all procrastinators, or they don't like paying the Eventbrite fees or whatever. I don't know,
yeah.
but so we'll see. I um, but I'm trying to look at it as like, hey, I've never been to these places before. I'm just gonna go. I'm gonna do my best, and we're gonna build on it if I can come back, and so we'll see how it goes. But
Yeah.
Kansas City looks good, so maybe that'll pay for the rest of the three if they're stinkers.
What is the venue in Omaha
That's
again?
actually in Shawnee. It's a theater, Shawnee Aztec Theater, and
Okay.
they do a lot of concerts, like music. But this
So Shawnee, that's not Omaha?
that's Kansas City. The venue in Omaha is a
Oh,
brewery called Backswing Brewery, and
okay.
he's a nice guy. I mean, and they give you 100% of the door, so it's a low threshold to like make money, really.
Yeah.
Just we gotta sell a few more tickets, so we'll see.
People in there.
Being optimistic, I'm trying. It's good to have stuff to make. It's funny what you realize is when your ass is really on the line is when you promote, like you should be promoting all your shows.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
when you're booked, like I'm also booked at the Funny Bone in St. Charles or whatever, like in June. I'll share it, you know.
Yeah.
I'll put whenever they post, I'll repost it. But like this shit, I'm like all day I think of like what could I do today? Like could I get a blimp?
Yeah.
Could I could I you know, could I like put a message in a bottle and drop it in a like lake and have the local news find it or something and turn it into a story. You're just racking your brain on how to
Yeah.
get people to go because it's like the difference between making money or not.
Yeah.
But yeah. So
When your ass is on the line.
when your ass is on the line. So it's like it's funny because when in these moments of dread where you're staring down the barrel, like you're like, I could really lose money this week, like
Yeah.
go do comedy to lose money. The whole time I'm
Yeah.
thinking like, see, I should just do cruise ships. Give it up. Fuck the social media and all this other stuff. Just it's fine. I'll work the ships. It's a nice life. You'll be you'll be 75. It's not even like who needs a retirement? I mean, that is retirement. You just old people go on cruise ships anyway. And then when you're on the cruise ship, the whole time you think like, I gotta get off of this thing. I gotta go. I gotta figure out how to get famous, and get people out
Yeah.
to shows and build up an email list and get a following. And it's just like you're never happy.
Oh my God. I that whole time you were talking, there was thunder rumbling so loud. We're like in the middle of a huge thunderstorm,
Oh
and I
wow.
just about shit my pants. Like right after you start talking, like the house like shook,
Whoa.
and all three kids upstairs are in bed. I'm surprised they're not screaming, or that at least Phoebe's not just screaming in fear. That was louder than shit, and it just kept going.
That's so funny. I did not hear it at all. These microphones are incredible.
God. Yeah, it's because we got the high tech mics.
High tech mics.
Ooh.
I'm starting to get my office set up again. And I was like, I should move this whole setup upstairs so I don't have to come into the basement to do this. But then I was like, oh my God, I got to unscrew this arm thing and bring that up. It's like, I can't do that.
Oh yeah. Yeah, because I got the same arm as you. I probably ruined this table by squeezing it too tight this whole time.
Yeah. I don't know.
Well, should
Well,
we get into topics?
let's get into topics, my friend.
All
You want
right.
to go first?
Sure, I would be honored to go
Okay.
first. Okay. Are you ready for the
Yes.
topic
I am
of
ready.
the century?
Oh my God. You're never confident about your topic.
Am I confident
I
or am I
love it.
sarcastic?
Oh, oh, of course.
I don't know. Time will tell. Here, okay. So you know how every place serves Coke. Coke is served everywhere,
Yes.
or Pepsi, whatever.
Oh,
But
okay.
that's
Yeah.
a particular product. Like that's you're not just getting soda, you're getting Coke or you're getting Pepsi. Well,
Sure.
I think that Chipotle's queso cheese dip should be a standard available just everywhere. Just everywhere. You know? Is that not
Uh,
you go to a nice restaurant like, "Oh, can I get fries with Chipotle queso, please?"
well, this
Of
isn't
course you
that.
can.
No, this isn't that far out there because, like, if you think about it, like Heinz ketchup,
Exactly.
why couldn't
Exactly.
that just be
See?
Chipotle queso?
Chipotle queso.
Yeah. So you
See that
love
now that yeah, Heinz ketchup, that's a better example analogy than
than
Coke
Coke,
or Pepsi.
but no, I see what you're saying. So you're saying that Chipotle should just mass market its own queso out to other restaurants.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes, I
Well,
do.
what
You should be
else
able to
would you
buy it.
put? So you know that like I remember when Chipotle came out with queso. They haven't had queso that long. It's like a
I know. That's why I
newish.
liked Qdoba better because Qdoba always had it, and
Yeah.
Chipotle, it's a recent thing. And that's
What?
how Chipotle surpassed Qdoba in my head because I like Chipotle better now. But don't you think like that? Okay, and let's say Dairy Queen Blizzards, you should be able to go to the Bonefish Grill and get a Reese's peanut butter Blizzard.
I
Like
just
why
love
why why
the
only at DQ?
Bonefish Grill. When you reach down deep for a fancy restaurant,
Real
you come
fancy
back,
restaurant.
you come out with Bonefish Grill, and I know exactly what those are. That's the perfect level of chain fancy restaurant
Yeah.
for a DQ Blizzard. That's actually, I'm gonna give it to you. This is smart. I mean, like, because I'm not a look, cards on the table,
Yeah.
cards on the table. I'm not a big queso guy. If I go to Chipotle, I've never actually
Hey,
gotten the
that's
queso.
fine.
But just the concept itself, like every fast food place has their ace in the hole. Like for sure, Dairy Queen, it's the Blizzard. Like no one
Yeah.
cares about Dairy Queen hamburgers or French fries or whatever. I mean, you get it if
Right.
you're there, but obviously
Yeah.
it's the Blizzard, right?
They're known for their blizzards.
And their whole thing is probably protective of it. They're like, no, we can never let anyone know our exact secret or ingredients, or we're special. But why? Why don't you just go? You can. We get like a margin on every Blizzard you sell, but we're gonna. No
Yeah.
one wants to go to Dairy Queen anyway, so just let them get Blizzards out in the world.
Yeah,
Let them
or
get
they
them
just
at,
get a blizzard machine. People
yeah,
don't
like
know the recipe for
sell them at
Coke.
like sell them at like baseball games. Like screw the
Yeah.
stupid ice cream in a little uh, helmet. Let
Yeah.
me get a
The
Blizzard.
what are the future ice cream? The space balls or space
Yeah,
bubbles, whatever they're called.
Dippin' Dots,
Dippin' Dots. Yeah.
ice cream of the
Screw those.
future.
Let's get a blizzard.
Has there ever
Well,
been a
yeah, what
worse?
future are they talking about? Those have been around a while and they
I
fucking
know.
suck.
Has there ever been a worse crystal ball than the Dippin' Dots?
No kidding.
I mean, Jesus, did they
Oh my
miscall
God.
that? They're just like in 2004. They were like, ice cream of the future is like, hey, buddy, didn't work out. I'd love to go back in time and tell that guy.
Ice cream
People
of the
are still
future.
people are still eating the creamy kind, dipshit.
It's just cold, tiny balls of shit.
Nobody needed this. Nobody wanted it. Nobody cares that it's not connected. No, but then when you
Yeah.
chew it, it tastes like ice cream. So does ice cream. you
So does
know?
ice cream, and ice cream's not stupid.
And ice cream's not stupid. It makes me feel bad about eating. Uh yeah, I'm on board. Like what would be everybody's what would be everybody's franchised menu item? Okay, so like Chick-fil-A, I'm gonna say I'm not gonna say the spicy chicken. I'm gonna say the waffle fries, Chick-fil-A. Like I want to be
You
able
know
to
what?
get Chick-fil-A waffle fries at other establishments.
There's something about their ranch. The combination of their waffle fries with their ranch.
Oh,
Chick-fil-A has the best ranch ever.
yeah.
Anywhere.
Okay, okay, all
I
right.
love it.
Now let's say like McDonald. What is the McDonald's? You want to be able to get
Uh,
the McDonald's this somewhere else. Maybe that's where you go
I
fries
don't know.
because McDonald's does have like great fries.
Yeah, but I could do Burger King fries too. They're different, but they're both very good. Okay,
Okay,
we got some
I don't.
disagreement.
Yeah,
Those watching on
that's a
YouTube just saw the biggest eye roll that has ever happened.
that's a big disagree
Andrew
for
just
me. But
looked at his brain.
that's a big disagree for me. But that's okay. All right,
Well,
let's
that's
do
not
one
my
more.
topic. Yeah.
What is another franchised item? Okay, let's say, well, Wendy's, obvious.
What's that?
The chili, because
Oh,
nobody else has chili.
that's
And
true.
and
Yeah.
I would say Frosty, except you've already said if you're giving me a choice between
Yeah, we got the
Frosty and
the Blizzard beats the
the Blizzard
Frosty.
beats the Frosty. I'm a Wendy's guy, and I can admit, if Wendy's is selling Blizzards, Frosty is gonna go home and you can go fuck yourself.
Yeah, Frosty's gonna blow its head off in the
Yeah,
bathroom.
no chance for a
How often
Frosty.
do you get chili at? I don't think I've
Every
ever
time.
gotten chili at Wendy's. Are
Every
you
time.
serious?
Yeah. I go chili, fries, Diet Coke. And then if I'm really hungry, I'll get like the spicy chicken sandwich too.
You never get Dave's triple?
Nah. Kind of retired from the double stack. I used to be a double stack guy. And then I graduated high school. now,
Oh man.
now I'm a sophisticate and I get the chili. My family used to go to Wendy's once a week every week. My aunt, my
Wow.
grandmother, and my mom, they'd meet like at 11 a.m. at the Wendy's by my house. And they would get their order would be the chili and the baked potato and a Diet Coke. Like the that's like why even get fast food? You know what I mean? Why are we even here if
Yeah.
this is your order?
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
oof.
So
What
anyway.
about the chili? Oh my gosh. I don't
Have
okay.
you had it? It's good.
I haven't.
Good.
I
It's
have not
filling.
had it.
And I've heard people like people diss it because they're like, oh, the meat in it's just like ground up hamburgers they didn't sell. I don't care.
Yeah, that's
What do
not
I care?
I hate it when people do that. Like, look, I've been getting this for years. You're not going to change my mind on if I think it's delicious by telling me what it is.
And
I
you think
don't
your
care.
hamburger is so much fresher than the one in the chili? Like, it's a day difference. Who gives a shit?
Did you ever hear about the Wendy's T-Rex burger? It's like a off the
No.
menu item. It's
Oh,
9 patties.
oh,
9 patties.
I saw a thing. Okay. This is gonna be tough. You might have to correct me. There's like some challenge. There's like, could you eat 10,000? No. That sounds like way too much. It must be $1,000. $1,000 worth of McDonald's in 36 hours.
Oh my God. In 36 hours?
Yeah.
No, I don't think anyone could.
Okay. Maybe I have this wrong. Let me try and Google this. Hang on.
Thousand, $1,000. I'm trying
I
to think. I
think
bet
I
I
have
could.
that
I bet
number
I could
right.
eat $1,000 worth of McDonald's faster than most people. But there's no way it would be in 36 hours. Oh my God. Are you allowed to shove like? Can you shove it up your ass?
Yes,
Does that count?
that's actually the way they thought
Well,
of
that's
it.
part of the
No.
requirement.
Okay, yeah. For $1 million, you get $1 million if you do this.
Yep.
And this is just a hypothetical. Could you eat a
Okay.
thousand dollars worth of McDonald's in 36 hours?
Oh, that's good. Like, what would you? What's the most?
Well,
Oh, what's the
okay,
best way
so
to
so
do
I would
that?
just get like a bunch of Diet Cokes, but I think they made a rule against getting sodas.
You could not drink $1,000, and sodas are you couldn't drink $1,000 worth of soda in
Well, I would just
36
order a bunch of
hours.
diet. I mean, I could drink a bunch of Diet Cokes, and if I got like instead of doing the refills, just ordered like a new
Oh,
one
and then
every
you'd
time.
spill them. Yeah, you like spill them.
Like you're like such an idiot. You're like getting free refills. They're like, no, moron. The point is to spend them. Oh yeah, I forgot. Uh, I think I could do like a lot of fry. So I think like what's expensive and goes. Oh, salads, but then I think they also probably have a rule against salads because that would also
Yeah,
be.
what's the most expensive thing that's the least amount of food? Like, what's the most valuable food that's
I'm
priced
watching the
high?
video right now. Hang on.
Okay,
Okay,
hang
wait.
on,
Can
everyone.
you hear this guy? Can you hear this?
So let's get into it. Someone said eight
Yeah,
apple juice is 35 calories for $2.
you got to hold it closer to the
$2, you
bottom.
have to drink 500 apple juices in 36 hours. Now, this brings up a separate problem because that is a ton of volume, 15.6 gallons to be exact. Not sure if you guys are familiar with this phenomenon, but you could actually die from drinking too much water. You can like basically drown from the inside
All right.
out.
Nobody cares. I don't
Yeah,
think it's
jeez.
doable. We'll have to figure this out. But I think I would go fries and then I would go like nuggets. I bet like chicken nuggets you can eat a lot of and are probably pretty expensive if you're ordering like
Yeah,
the big packages
yeah,
and it would make you feel hungry again. Or like you just the but like cheeseburgers are where they're just gonna really sit there, and fill you up.
yeah. You can't do that.
I think I'm going all chicken. Like I'll go the chicken sandwiches. But then the bread is so yeah, I think I just go like
Nuggets and
fries,
fries.
nuggets and fries, I guess.
Yeah,
And
that's the
just
way to
try and
do
get
it.
as many of them as you can. I guess you just do
That's the
I
way to do
yeah.
it.
Oh, $1,000.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. What's your top
Oh
pick?
shit. I need a topic. Okay. I have one. Don't worry. Oh. Now this is gonna just sound like a generic complaint, but I really think it's true.
I'm excited.
Furniture needs to when you order furniture online,
Yeah.
it needs to come a little bit more put together. Like I understand it can't come fully like when you order a chair, it can't come as a chair. It's got to come in some pieces because otherwise it wouldn't fit in the box. But
Yeah.
I ordered this office chair and I swear to God, it was like I was building it from
From
scratch.
scratch. Like you went to Ace Hardware and got all
Yeah.
the.
Like it can't, I looked at the tools that it came with and the screws and I'm like, you guys didn't really do anything. You just got some raw materials and dumped them in a box. It was like, you build a chair or really whatever
Yeah.
you want. We don't care, but you can get a chair out of this. We've legally proven. But
Yeah.
like it can come a little bit more put together.
They could have put it in a bigger box and just had the back knot on it, right?
The yes. And they like to me, it's like just make it should be 3 pieces an office chair. Like it should come with the wheels things, the wheel thing,
Yep.
seat, and then the back.
Yep.
And you can just
Yeah.
pack all those 3 on top of each other, put that in a box and send it to me. And then I can put 3 things together. That should be it. No tools, just click, click, click.
You're putting the bearings on the
It took
wheels and the
me,
washers.
yeah, literally washers. Yes.
Yeah, I know. I
And,
know.
and like, it took me 45 minutes. I'm like, this is insane for an office chair. It wasn't a couch. It wasn't like a IKEA, bookshelf, which
Yeah.
also should come more put together. And like, I think that's also the life hack of the century. Like, I'm never buying a new barbecue again. Have you ever put together?
Barbecue?
Have you ever put together a barbecue? Have you ever bought a new barbecue?
A barbecue.
Yeah.
Like a round bowl, like a
No, well,
Coleman
like a
barbecue.
grill, like a gas grill.
Oh no, I've never had anything more than the bowl one.
I bought a gas grill when we moved in this house, and it
Yeah.
comes and when I say completely unassembled, it took 3 days to build this.
Oh.
Like you're welding things together practically. It's insane. It's just insane. So
Oh
if I
wow.
ever had to get another grill again,
Was it because it was ordered? Like, did you buy it from a store,
no, I
or was
bought it. I
it
bought
because
it
you
from
bought it
Home
with a brand?
Depot, but then like you see it out on the street put together, and then that
Yeah.
you buy one and you take a ticket, and then they just give you a box. And then you see the box and you're like, oh fuck, no way. And it's
The one
not
out
even
front is not quite as flat as this one.
and it's not even like the one in my backyard. It's not even like quite put together right. Like the propane tank that sits under there is supposed to be able to sit and never does. It like falls off all the time. So I just like screw it and I put it somewhere else. It's not like sitting where it's supposed to be sitting, and the grease trap isn't
Yeah,
quite.
those I don't know. Those have always scared me. I've always been intimidated. Like I always feel like I feel like that's like a bomb. Like couldn't like that could just like blow up if you do something wrong. It's a tank of gas.
Yeah. Yeah. And they just let
Yeah.
anybody do it. They let me do it. That's when you feel like an adult is going to get your propane tank refilled. You have to go look that up. Like, where can
Yeah.
I fill up a propane tank? And they just like, and they trade them out. That's the secret.
Yeah, that's what I thought. You just give them your empty and
you
they give
gave
you
them
a
the
filled
empty
one.
one. They give you a full one. Yeah.
Huh. Oh god, we should change the name to Guy Talk.
Guy talk.
Guy Talk.
Yeah. Two
with
guys
Andrew and
sitting
Jeremy.
around talking about how they don't want to put stuff together because it's too hard.
It's too hard. This
we
is Guy
start
Talk.
we start all manly. Like, hey, don't you love being outside in your backyard grilling? But then you had to put it together by yourself. It's too hard.
It stinks. They
Yay.
should do it for us.
Too smoky. Pu.
Yeah. Ooh, I got an owie on my pee pee. Yeah, guy talk.
You know what else?
Smoky. Ew.
Ew, yucky! It's in my clothes. It's in my hair. I just shampooed. Um, I'll tell you what made me not feel like an adult recently. At that open mic, the
Yeah.
bartender carded me. He just has to card people, you know.
Yeah, nice.
I didn't have my ID. And then I
Uh-oh.
called, and then I had a rental car this weekend, so I called Hertz. They didn't have it. Like I literally just lost my drive. Have you ever just lost your driver's license? It's like completely gone.
Yeah, I
And that makes me
have.
feel like a real 22-year-old, you know? Like then you're like trying to get into the bar with your passport and stuff. It's very embarrassing.
I've ever been carded where they're like, I should probably card you. And you're like, oh, thank you. What a compliment.
I
And then you
know.
can't find it. And then they're like, man, you're fine anyway. I don't really need to see it.
Yeah. So now like I have to go through whatever the nightmare is of replacing your driver's
Oh, God.
license. Can you imagine
You
starting
gonna do
that
something
journey?
funny?
Oh no.
Jono does that too, right?
Yeah. He's cornered that market. I don't
Oh
have
my
the
God.
energy. Maybe I'll wink. I'll wink at the camera.
I think they'll make you retake it if you're
Yeah.
clearly winking.
See, I don't know all the rules. Jono's really researched what he's allowed to get away with.
But just black out a tooth, black out a front tooth. Do that.
Yeah.
That alone is, yeah, just like, but have one missing.
I'm not gonna do that.
Come on. Didn't he get cornrows in one?
Yeah. He did. He's done like different themes. So he did one where he was like super punk and he had like a huge mohawk and a nose ring uh and then he did like a white rapper one where he got cornrows and a grill and like he's smart because he does the stuff they know they have to let you do because it's like
Yeah.
you couldn't tell a guy with cornrows you're not allowed to have your hair like that, you know.
Yeah.
And then it's like the big joke is eventually he gets pulled over and they look at his ID and they're like, this isn't you, you know. And I'm like, that's wow, hilarious. What a prank you've played on yourself. Now you have to get in a fight with a cop about if this is really you.
See, when I do that, when I shave half my beard, like you still know it's me. I just look like an
Right.
asshole.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And no one, yeah. And then also, but that's also one where they can't tell you you can't do that, right? Like it's not
Right.
like they could be like,
Yeah.
no, it's not like school picture day. They can't be like, no, Johnny, go home. Try
Throw it
again.
out and come back.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway. All right.
Anyway.
That's it.
All right. That's it, folks.
Where are you gonna be, bud?
Let's
Plug
see.
some
This
shows.
is coming out on the 22nd. Saint Naziance. That's this coming Friday, the 26th at the Meats Opera House in St. Naziance, Wisconsin. I'm gonna plug that, and then yeah, and then Montreal Comedy Nest, May 16 to 18. That's what I'll plug this week. Have you done that room?
No, I always see
Comedy
comment
Nest?
you and Andy Hendrickson does that one. And is it fun?
I have not done it yet. I was supposed to do it right before COVID, and then they shut down. So this is
Oh,
a
okay.
rebook.
Well, let me know how it goes. Maybe I'll draft off of you.
Yeah.
I will be. Oh, this one. Okay, this is a good one. Comedy Works in Denver,
Ooh.
Sunday night, April 28th. If you're in Denver, tell your Denver friends. We want to make a good impression there. So,
Nice.
come to that. And then I don't know, other stuff we'll talk about later. Let's focus. Let's just do one right. Can we
Let's
just
do
get
one right.
one? Can we just get one?
Come on.
This
Come on,
this
people.
Zoltan is gonna be in, you know, Zoltan. He's
Yeah.
gonna be in
Cause ass.
yeah. He's gonna
Is
be
that how you
in
say it?
Cassis, I think. Did you say
Yes. Okay.
Kazas?
Yeah. Cause ass.
Zoltan
Zoltan.
Kiss
Cause
Ass?
ass. I don't know. Cassis?
Uh
How do you say it?
I think Cassis, I think.
Okay.
I just
He's
call
going
him
to be, why are we
Zoltan.
plugging his shows?
Well, I'm telling you, because he's going to be in Omaha and Kansas City and all these places at the same time I am. And
like
he
competing films?
tweeted at me because I was trying to promote it, and I tweeted that I'm going to be there, and he goes, "Oh, I'm just going to miss you in Omaha, but we'll be there at the same time in Kansas City or whatever." And he's like, "Let's hang out." And I'm like, "Yeah, how about you tell the people who can't get into your sold out shows to come to my show?"
Take your leftovers. Yeah.
Let me get some of those sad Zoltan heads who waited too long to buy tickets. Come on down. Come on down to Andy's show.
Yeah.
Anyway, so that's it. Thank you.
There you have it, folks.
Everybody, for listening to The Cavalry.